Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. Okay. Today I am here with a dream. And first, let me say thank you to everybody that prayed for me. Your girl feels so much better. Okay. I had to take me a little. I had to take like a mini vacation just not think about things. Like, have you ever just got to the point to where you just think about things so much that you actually like give yourself a headache? And I just feel like now I'm starting to realize some of the things that I'm stressing about, sometimes it's like so big to us, like it's so important to you. And in reality, we don't know exactly what God is doing. Um, so yeah, let's get into it. Okay. So so let's get into this dream. In this dream, I was helping someone that I dated in my past find the person that they are meant to be with, okay? I can tell that they are trying to, like, they have feelings towards me, and their intentions were, in reality, to try to get with me, but I am happy with the person that I'm with, so I'm not interested in them, okay? Um, The scripture comes from Jeremiah 23 and 13. Among the prophets of Samaria, I saw this repulsive thing. They prophesied by Baal and led my people astray. And among the prophets of Jerusalem, I have seen something horrible. They commit adultery and live a lie. They strengthen the hands of evildoers so that not one of them turns from their wickedness. They are all like Sodom to me. The people of Jerusalem are like Gomorrah. Therefore, this is what the Lord Almighty says concerning the prophets. I will make them eat bitter food and drink poisoned water because from the prophets of Jerusalem, ungodliness has spread across the land. Okay, so I feel like with this message, God is saying, first of all, it's like in a dream, I was basically like my ex kept trying to interfere. Like my ex was trying to beat with me, or and I was kind of like, no, I'm with somebody. Like I'm happily married, or I'm happily with my person. And I was like, okay, well, I can try to help you find someone, but in reality, I have my someone, and I just feel like for someone, I feel like for whoever this person is, like this is for someone you were told a message, and this is a very specific message. You were told that you would be receiving someone who is your ex, and they would be your spouse, okay? But that person is not your spouse. That person is already with someone. That person is happily married. That person has found their someone. God said what he said. He meant what he said. When he put them two together, he meant that they were meant to be together. Do not waste your time and take out the time, effort, and energy and try going over there and asking your ex to help you find a spouse, okay? And even if your ex is nice enough to help you find a spouse, because some exes you don't even want to talk to, you don't even want to see. But I feel like this is for somebody you had a really good relationship with your ex. Maybe your ex to you isn't really like someone you had a relationship with. Maybe you just feel like y'all had something else intimate going on, and you wanted it to bloom, or you wanted it to turn into something else, and it didn't. God sent them the person that they were supposed to be with. And, I'm not saying this to come on here and be mean or, to hurt feelings in that sense. But, God is basically saying, you can't force somebody to be with you. Even if you are, I feel like this is a situation where someone is actually going to, they were told this. They were told that it's meant for them to be with their ex. They're going to come to their ex and insist that their ex have to help them find someone new, or something like that. Try to make you feel guilty, like it's your problem or it's your fault, or like you are the one that has, like, I just feel like God is saying you do not have to help them find somebody. That is not your job. That is not a part of your description. It is not your fault that it did not work out between you two. And just like they 9 out of 10 did not help you find your spouse, you do not need to help them find theirs. And even if it's a situation where you may have been somewhere with them, or you may have been out with them somewhere, and you met your spouse, and it's just like you just so happen, like, and um I just feel like it's one thing to be like, if such and such wouldn't have went to such and such with me, they would have never met. Okay, that's one thing. Then to come to someone and be like, well, I introduced you to your spouse, so you got to introduce me to mine, because it was really supposed to work out between us. I just feel like God is saying, like, they it's nonsense. Okay, once again, God is saying that this is a repulsive thing for someone to, and I feel like the whole purpose of trying to ask the ex, like, okay, let's say you're the ex in this situation, the whole purpose of the other person coming to you asking you to help them find a spouse is not so that you can help them find another spouse. Like, not only is it a lie for them to try to force you, or strong arm you into helping them find somebody, it is a lie that it is meant for you to do that. It is a lie that they have an obligation to do that. God says that you are not obligated to do this. Um, and then on top of all of that, he or she, they know for sure that it is a lie that you are supposed to help them you supposed to introduce them to somebody. That is not their intentions. Their intentions are to spend as much time with you as they possibly can, so that they can try to wiggle their way back in. And like, the whole time in this dream that I was trying to help uh find them somebody, they kept looking at me. Every time I would find them somebody, they would compare them to me. So I'm telling you now, if you are in this position where your ex is asking you to go and help them find somebody, God said He did not put them up to that. He is not telling you to do that. You don't have to do that. This is a tactic that this person is using in an attempt to get into the middle of your relationship. This person is trying to destroy your relationship. God said they don't need no help. And the fact that you think they need help, like, it's just, I just feel like, whoever this is for, you may not have like feelings for this person where you're in love with them. I don't feel that. I don't feel like you have, like, maybe you were just attracted to this person, but in reality, this is not somebody that you would want to spend your life with. This is not somebody that you truly want to be with, but you do care enough about this person to want to see them happy with somebody else. God is saying that this person is using your heart against you. They know you don't want to be with them. They know that you have a good heart. They know that you want to help them, and they are using all of this against you. They are saying false prophecies to themselves, saying, and to others, and just saying, well, I told them that they're going to help me find somebody. And they think to themselves, but I'm going to get my person back. I'm getting them back. They about to be mine. This person is going to slowly but for surely occupy all your time to such an extent that the person that you're actually in a relationship with is going to be like, what's going on? Um, and there's another thing that you have to be careful of this, even if you aren't being intimate with this person, even if you aren't like doing certain things, y'all know what I mean. Like, even if you aren't physically cheating and you aren't emotionally, you may feel as though you're not trying to lead this person on. But I just feel like God is saying you got to be careful of the spirits that this person bounces off onto you. You have to imagine the spirit somebody have to have in order for them to see that their ex is in a happy relationship, and now they're going to their ex and telling them, you need to find me somebody new. God said they need to go on with their nonsense and their foolishness. What they are really trying to do is distract you from being with who you're supposed to be with, and they are trying to pull you away from this person, and they are trying to just take up all your time to ensure that you don't have time to sow into your relationship. And if you don't have time to sow into your relationship and to water it, how will it grow? And Some people don't understand this. And this person could even use you against your spouse, because I can see it now. Okay, I see it. I see it. I see it now. Where are you going? "Oh, I'm going to help such and such find somebody." Why are you hanging out with your ex so much? You're supposed to be hanging out with me. They said you would say that. You're jealous. You're hating. You're this. You that. Like, it is so. This is basically what's going on here. Like, this person, whoever this ex is using the spouse against the other spouse. Like, this is the whole plan. This is their prophecy. This is what they have come up together with. God is saying, if you don't wake up and stop, like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. You are basically disrespecting the person that you promised your life to in order to make somebody that was temporary in your life happy. If you think about it. Because when you commit to somebody for life, that means that you growing old with them. And you not like it you when you get married, it's kind of like, yeah, you still hang out with friends and you still have friends. Well, I didn't have friends before marriage, but my husband still had friends. But it's just kind of like, um this isn't a friend situation. This is something, this was an intimate relationship. This was, and there's a difference. You're not going around and messing around with your friends. You're not being intimate with your friends. You're not attracted to your friends. You're not thinking about going and laying down with your friends and sneaking off somewhere, whatever y'all had going on. But I feel like this was not a friendship. This was not y'all just cool. This is not y'all just, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just kicking it. Nah, y'all was messing around. This is a situation where someone was messing with somebody, and this other person sees that this person has found somebody to make them happy. And this person is now saying that that person, bless you, baby, is obligated to help find this other person a spouse, but they really, bless you, they really just want to pull, they want to pull the relationship apart. They want to pull the relationship apart. God says, this breaks God's heart. "My heart is broken within me. All my bones tremble. I am like a drunken man, like a strong man overcome by wine, because of the Lord and his holy words." So it's like in the scripture, God is watching this. And God is saying that this is so, like, this is an awful thing. This is an awful thing. This is why God tells us the best thing for us to do is to be celibate. Okay? If you, and if you feel as though you cannot follow God's way straightly, the straight and narrow path, James, if you feel like you can't follow the path that the way that Jesus would prefer us to, then you need to get married, okay? Because this is a whole lot of confusion. Like, that's what I really feel like this is. This could even be a situation where somebody, like I said, these are like this was a friendship relationship, I feel, and God is saying that this other person felt as though they were in a relationship. Like, the psyche in their mind. Like, the person who this is about, the person in the middle, basically, this person did not have those kind of feelings for this other person. And the other person built up all these feelings and all these fantasies and all this stuff going on. And now they want that back. It's just like, and I'm just, that's just the message. Like, in reality, this person is a false. And this person has heard, but not only have they been speaking false prophecies, they are declaring them themselves. Okay, do not listen to what the prophets are prophesying to you. They fill you with false hopes. Okay, they speak visions from their own minds, not from the mouth of the Lord. God is saying that this person is sitting around saying all of these things, and then they say it like it's right. I'm going to go and I'm going to get them back, and they're going to be mine, and they're going to love me, and they're going to do this and they're going to do that. God said that is just complete nonsense. You can't make anybody love you. You cannot make anybody love you. You cannot make anybody be with you. You cannot make anybody do anything. You can't make nobody stay with you either. And that's why you have to be careful when You come and you listen to prophets on YouTube. It don't matter who it is, because, including me, like, I could say a message that was meant to be released, but it was not meant for a specific person to hear, or it wasn't meant for certain people, and it was only meant for other people. Like, it's so many people watching these messages, and I just feel like this is for someone who has either heard the words a prophet said and they thought it was for them, but they did not test the spirit. So they acted, and God is like, what are you doing? God is not promising you somebody else's husband. God has not promised you somebody else's wife. If you have received a message and it sounds like this is what God said He did not say that. It does not say, God does not say nothing like that in this book. In this book, God says several times that He made a man to go with a woman. He says several times in this book that when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. God did not say that He was about to give you somebody else's husband. God speaks about adultery several times in this Bible. I don't know, why there will be any confusion, but I guess I can understand, because when you're in love or whatever, but I just feel like God is saying that is done. To somebody, that is done. That is done. You heard a message that said that you was somebody was coming back, or somebody was meant to be with somebody, and that message was meant for somebody, but it is not meant for somebody who the person you looking at is married. God said, stop playing with me. Stop playing. No. God said you're not going to be able to go over there and ask them to help you find nobody, nothing. And you think that the person that they with is going to be okay with their person hanging out with their ex on a 24/7 basis. And, if they do that, if they are okay with that, first of all, 9 out of 10, the person that they really want to be with is going to leave, okay? Second of all, if they decide not to go after them and they decide to stay with you, you both will end up being under the wrath of God, because you have broken up a marriage, okay? And you have destroyed a marriage, okay? And I don't understand why someone would think that God is okay with something like that. I don't understand why someone would think that, like, some people think that God is okay with us praying for people to be destroyed, or praying for things to be destroyed, and vengeance belongs to God. That means in every way. We're not supposed to be sitting up here praying that God does such and such to such and such, or this happened to this person, or whatever. You just allow God to do what He do. But I feel like a lot of times when people do that, like, yeah, because that is so, like, y'all don't even understand how praying for something horrible to happen to somebody and performing witchcraft, performing some kind of spell, it's like they in hand in hand. And like like, I'm just being real. I've heard people say things like that. I've been praying for this person to have this awful thing happen, and I pray that this happened, I pray that that happened. Do you realize that you are praying? Okay, this is what you're doing. You are praying to our Father about someone who is one of their children, one of His children, okay? And you're asking Him to go to His other child and do some awful thing to them. And you think that He is going to be happy with you saying that, when Jesus said that we are supposed to love everybody equally and don't wish nothing on nobody else that you don't want wished on yourself. Oh, baby, 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 baby. But that's a whole nother story. That's a video for it. This is getting too long. This is too long. This is too long. Okay, back to the message. God said, if you do not stop playing, okay, stop playing. So whoever this person is that is trying to come in between this relationship, that message was not for you. You are not meant to go and tear up that relationship. If you do so, the hand of God will be upon you. And that's that. Okay. And to the other person, do not lose out on the person that you want to be with for a lifetime, trying to help out somebody that is only meant for a moment. They need to find their spouse on their own. You don't owe them anything, and they are trying to interrupt your relationship. And if you you should realize that, you should see that, okay? But this is your sign, okay? If you continue and you carry on, that's between you and your spouse and God, okay? Because you have been warned. You know what they are doing. And if you carry on playing whatever game that they are playing, you will have to deal with God too. That's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.